Alright, hey guys, welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. We're about ready to continue on with all sorts of things, but first I have to pick out what I want to do here in town before going out again. I think what I want to do is I want to talk to Dorian, because I don't think I've checked in with him for a while. Then I'm going to take a quick trip by the war table, because I'm going to pick up Serah's quest, and then I'm going to talk to Serah now that I've marched people through the town she wanted to. Hopefully she'll have more to say on that topic. So hello, Dorian.
You have remarkably little here on early to winter history. All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
If I knew what you were looking for, I could help you.
Ha! You? I rather doubt that. I apologize. That was unworthy. Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
When everyone returned, they told us about your tumble into the Abyssal Rift. You went into the Fade. Physically went in. Are you... all right?
Stroud is gone.
The Fade is an ordeal under normal circumstances. To be the only real thing there, beyond description. That you made it out at all is a miracle. You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years. Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison.
So, I should be happy I accomplished something so grand.
Concerned, more like. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed? Not all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet, let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
You don't number among them?
It's... tempting, but I am no fool. There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need. What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus's real name. If I can prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off. Wish me luck.
Interesting. So we're the first oh, we just got a quest from Dorian to go send someone to get the book that'll find us Corypheus' real name. That's interesting too. But so we're apparently the first party to ever successfully make it into the Fade on our own. Like in real life people since Corypheus himself did it all those days, all those years back, which is pretty astonishing. But it makes sense. The Fade is so... oh, wrong door altogether. Whoops. The door is... the Fade is such a frequent topic and location in Dragon Age games, but you're always there in your dreams as an unconscious creature. Being there as a physical being. That's pretty fucking nuts. And to think I just casually opened it up with my crazy anchor hand. Like, that's just a thing that I do casually. I guess it makes sense because that's what more or less Corypheus' goal, right? He wants to be able to do exactly what I just did. Alright, welcome to the War Table. I'm not done with Skyhold for this episode yet, but I'm going to do this in an unusual order and do the War Table midway through because I want to go talk to Serah about the mission in Orlais, this one in particular. A battalion for Serah and
the hissing wastes.
Any remaining Venatori are stragglers. I imagine their failure has set heads rolling.
We marched without incident, although I have it on good authority that there were many closed-door meetings among Verkiel nobility. Several useful names have sent diplomatic envoys, and potential future gains may be impressive. Do not tell Serah I said so. : So we get 30 influence, or off the bat, but we also probably gain some favor with Serah, so we're going to want to talk to her about this, because she probably will have some more to say now that we've done exactly what she wanted. Let's check in with whoever else I sent out there. Report ready for the Serpent of Navarra. Inquisitor, I will admit that your ambassador... When your ambassador first approached me with the claims regarding Virelis, I was unconvinced. Indeed, I did not heed the evidence Even when it was presented, it was only when one of our mages, an apostate named Sidoni, managed to drive the clouds from my mind that I finally realized the spell I'd been under. Varelius has been imprisoned, and we will be on the lookout for any further efforts by these cultists to infiltrate my nation. Navarra is most grateful. King Marcus Pentagast. Get an ice staff and 20 influence. Alrighty then. So that's a little successful mission for Josephina. Good job. And our continued investigation up in the north, I think it's part 2 of a multi-part story. And that's where we sent Liliana. Because, yeah, right, she's trying to identify a Venatori agent. And it looks like we're going to get another operation out of this as a result. Okay, so a letter to Liliana with information on the Orlesian. She and the elf are 2 members of the Bells who practice magic. She has on occasion purchased exotic, dragon-related ingredients from Tal Vashath, although it is unclear whether the Tal Vashath gets them through hunting or smuggling. 60 influence is definitely good to have. There we go. Identify the Venatori agent, the final chapter in this mission. Probably good for keep sending Liliana in particular. I mean, she is the... Let's see, I'll read the description. So, Josephina, have Iron Bull tell Ben Hasrath to eliminate the bard. Liliana, have Iron Bull tell Ben Hasrath to eliminate the smuggler. Cullen, tell Iron Bull to have Iron Bull tell the Ben Hasrath to take down the Mortalitatsi. Okay, so this is not about who's fast. This is definitely a more about who can I say do I specifically think is the person that needs to be killed. Alright, so let's definitely read all the information we have. An excerpt from the Ben Hasrath information report. All information about the 5 bells of Hunter Fell has come back to negative. The Tal Vashath is not the bard. The elf is not the Tal Vashath is not the bard. The elf is not the Mortaltsi, and the dwarf is not the smuggler. An addendum: we have learned that the Ferelden in the Venatori agent. Let's see. We've learned that the Ferelden is the Venatori agent, but unless we link her to a specific background quickly, we lose the lead. We must remove the target immediately to stop Duke Titus from falling prey to Venatori interests. So to save Duke Titus, we need to stop the Venatori. The Ferelden is the Venatori agent. The smuggler, the Mortazzi, and the bard. How the... The information about the 5 bells of Hunter Bell has come back negative. Tal Vashath is not the dwarf. The Tal Vashath is not the bard. The elf is not the Mortalazzi, and the dwarf is not the smuggler. How do I feel like I don't have enough information. I think I might have to look into this more. I might have codex entries I can look into. I think I'm gonna hold off on continuing that quest before I make a mistake there. So let's look into this. So the name of our enemy. There we go. That's Dorian's quest. According to Dorian, it might be possible to discover who Corvius was. Knowing he was human could make him less attractive to Tevinter zealots who think of him as a god. Acquiring this information, however, is more difficult than one might suppose, as ancient information could be found in the Magisterium's library in Menrathus, but the Grand Archivist has so far replied to our messages with polite misdirection. Dorian says he is the king of this particular castle, and he knows it. He might be blocking our efforts out of allegiance to Corvius, or simply because he can. This is going to be a very long quest. Okay, so, Josephine says, bribe the man with gifts and favors. This is normal for Tevinter and what he expects. Liliana, so go around him. I can send an agent to infiltrate the archive and find out what we need. Cullen, men like this respond to one thing, threats. He knows who you are and doesn't want to be your enemy. Let's see. You know what, yeah, let's just placate this asshole. It seems to work a lot of times, just being nice to people.
At your service.
Even when they don't deserve it. It's all niceties and tradition and bullshit. Okay. Ooh, dwarven slaves in Venatori hands. That's not good. I should look into that. There's a lot of quests to deal with over here. Oh. Protect Val Gourmand from Darkspawn and dwarves in Venatori hands both seem like important things to take care of because there's just actual people in trouble here. So who can be sent on this mission? Everyone? And who can be sent on this mission? Everyone. Okay, so it doesn't matter who I pick as far as affecting the other quest. So, protect Val Gamord from Darkspawn. Your worship, my town of Val Gamord has been besieged by Darkspawn. I cannot fathom where the loathsome beasts have come from, but I beg the Inquisition for assistance. My own humble forces have already been dispatched to help in your own noble efforts, leaving my people ill-equipped against this savage host. Word of your redemption of the Grey Wardens has already spread far. Please, if you can spare them, Valgamord lives or dies by your word. Wow, yeah, you can see the griffin symbol and everything. So this is distinctly a Grey Warden related area. Yours, Marquis Elfloch Buffon. So Leliana says, it is odd to see a town threatened by Darkspawn. I suggest we investigate before committing forces. Colin, the Grey Ones are the best in the world against Darkspawn. This is their chance to shine. I think Colin has the best point. I mean, yeah. If they're being plagued by Darkspawn, send the Grey Wardens. That's the entire reason that we brought them along, right? Also, yeah. I think in general, dealing with the Darkspawn, the best use is just to use force, right? They're an army. So Colin, in general, regardless of the Darkspawn, I mean the Grey Warden context, probably the man for the job. Meanwhile, if there's if dwarves are enslaved, that's probably a Leliana job because she can sneak in and save them, probably. Dwarven slaves in Venatori hands. A report from one of Colin's forward scouts. Sightings in the north of Red Templars with armor and weapons adorned with dwarven runes. There are no known entrances to the deep roads in that area, and no missives from Orzammar about missing traders, but they keep next to non-existent records of their surface dwarves. The Venatori may be making use of dwarven slaves, possibly from Tevinter. Not their usual preference, but also not the first unusual thing they have done. Recommend further investigation in force. Alright, probably Leliana, right? Send a group. Well, Leliana says, send a group to observe. We don't want to alarm the Venatori. We know they are all too willing to sacrifice their captives. Alright, yeah. It seems like Leliana, our spy master, probably has the best overall approach to the problem of enslaved dwarves. And that's more or less what I was going for. So, I'm going to head back into Skyhold now, track down Serah, and see if she has anything to say about the mission we completed for her. It looks like some people just kind of wandered into my town just now. What is going on here? I guess that might be the first time I've ever actually... It might actually be the first time I've ever left the,
You got your wish.
war table. Instead of, Yeah, basically every single time I go to the war table, I always end up warping back out. That's usually how I leave town. I haven't hung out around here. So who just wandered in? Thren? Was that one of them? Huh. Is there like a quest marker? I'll take a look at the map. Oh, here we go. Specializations for the Inquisitor. I was just wondering how the hell I unlocked that. So by going back into town, I think the 3 trainers for a warrior walked into town. And if I go down there, I'll be able to talk to them about which one I want to learn. Probably gonna do a little side research first though, because I don't know if any dialogue that they offer me is gonna be as helpful as what I can learn on my own.
Oh, Grey Warden,
You heard what they did out there?
the oath
I
you
did.
have taken,
I don't see why it concerns
so
you.
but
We've got one of them here. What if you mind going
all is
too?
undone.
Clearly our warden is of sterner
Demons
constitution.
have come to destroy this peace we have had for so long. Ally or foe, make our only knows. Ally or foe, then make our only
I'll ask around again tomorrow.
The stronghold lives on and the armies reborn. Compelled to forge on, what will we become?
Just
Can you be forgiven when the cold grave has come? Or will you have won, or will battle rage on? Oh, Grey Warden, what have you done?
Looks like the word has definitely gotten out about what the Grey Wardens were responsible for. And judgment will fall upon them throughout the entirety of what's left of our society. Hello, Serah. Have I read this note before? Serah's Cabinet of Wonder Whose It Was. Delivered, one cabinet suitable for a lady's curiosities if resources should be spent on such things. Sir Morris. Below, a comment and journal And journal entries by Serah, also doodles of Serah with her tongue out. Eat it, Morris. Stuff needs a place. Stuff. Banner. Circle. Soft. Lizard. Scratched out. Rough and weird. Hala. Fake. Real ones stink. Cards. Little worlds. Goblet. Fancy cup. Cup. Shit goblet. Bottle. Warden strong. Bottle. Tevinter. Piss weak. Stupid sword. There's a small bloodstain. Silk. Bolts. Not arrow bolts. Soft. Make something. Griffin. Warden. Heavy. I think that minstrel Marden is chatting me up. The song is creepy. Oh, right, because they write songs about a bunch of different characters throughout the game. So if she writes a song about Serah, it sounds like she doesn't appreciate the song written about her. Whoops.
Heard what went on in that Fade thing. What you think went on. Can't even start to believe that business.
We can stew about what we saw for ages, but some of us didn't come back.
Knew you'd get what was important. Yammer yammer, visions and shite. People are dead. Probably. Stroud, yeah? Lost a serious moustache there. And in trade, a busted down bunch of wardens. And they're always weird. Usually, bad stuff happens first, so you're glad when the hero shows up. But wardens are the wrong way round. They're the good thing that means a bad thing is about to happen. Like in Denerim, when the Blight ended.
A lot happened in Denerim. What did you see?
People talked a lot about this one warden. There was a big fight and they died, or... I don't know, maybe they didn't.
The hero of Ferelden? You forget the hero of Ferelden.
That was ages ago. 10 years. I was playing with small painted boxes and burying stuff I stole. I remember more people cringing about magic than Blight. Wardens were an excuse for your stuff to go missing. Blackwall's nice, though. Different from the adamant ones. Need more like him.
So, this is unusual. And actually, it might be why Serah seems so different from a lot of the other elves. 10 years ago, she was playing with sticks and burying things she stole. Oh wow, she's flipping out. The animations in this game are kind of a bummer sometimes. But, normally you encounter elves. Obviously, they're usually raised among elves, so they are inherently different in their behavior. She's walking up on the wall again? That's awkward. Normally they behave differently for a number of reasons, for cultural reasons, but also this one behaves differently because she's also much younger than most elves you encounter. I mean, she's a teenager. This is an actual, like, this is a teenager, right? She's either a teenager or she's in her early 20s, so she's even young by human standards, really, for most of the cast in this game. If 10 years ago she was still playing with sticks. And that is a very different perspective. She's actually, honestly, like, she probably remembers what happens in Denerim in a way similar to, like, say, how I remember, like, 9/11. Because 9/11 happened when I was 11 years old, so it's like I have vague memories of it, but it happened when I was so young that, like, I wasn't able to fully appreciate what was happening and or the context of it at the time. So it's mostly what I've told and what I have to infer afterwards, as opposed to someone who's, like, currently 50 years old and had been like 30 something when that happened. But let's see if Serah has something to say about the mission that she sent me on too.
I hear Vashel was good pay for you, Inquisitor. Time to go see if my friends came through too. Got a location for a stash. Hopefully something nice for my trouble. Well, your trouble. Just let me know when you're ready to head out. Be sure to bring your empty pockets.
Who is putting up the reward for this?
Don't know. Sometimes it's pass the hat. Sometimes it's I lifted this from Master's vault. Doesn't matter, does it? Job done. Time to get what we're owed.
I'm gonna say not yet, but this will definitely be something to do.
I'm not ready to go just yet.
Your choice, yeah? Only so long it'll stay hidden.
I'm actually stopping because I think I'm about to get interrupted because I think some people just got home. But that'll be interesting. So we just unlocked Serah's quest. We already have Blackwell's quest and Cassandra's quest, and we're in progress for our Dorian quest. So we're about to get a whole bunch of people's stories progressed. But I'm gonna take a quick break. Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna edit this one. Hey guys, welcome back. It's what is it? It's after Christmas now, so it's been like, let's say 4 days since the first part of this episode happened. But anyway, I think I was in the middle of helping Serah with the next part of her quest, which I think I'm just going to drop everything and do. Why not? Hopefully I wasn't in the middle of anything important, because I may have forgotten everything else that happened. Specifically at the beginning of the previous episode, aside from the fact that I have, like, specialization trainers to talk to, probably, but let's deal with Serah's thing.
Still waiting to go get that reward for marching through Vashel. Got something against free money?
Actually, Christmas has something against free money, so you're gonna have to take that up with Saint Nick.
I'm ready if you are.
Always, yeah. My favorite part, this. Let's go see what friends can get us.
Well, it appears that Serah has to be in our party, no matter what.
Wait, this is weird.
What?
I was expecting a village or something. The people that leave me stuff don't trek out to places like this. Give me a city and I'll give you a tour, but surprise, surprise, I don't know stupid woods or ruins. What's that?
Don't hurt me. Harmond made me do it.
Right, things have gone sour. As they do.
No, it has to go right or he'll kill me for the marching. It wasn't my fault.
You were the one with the rumor out of Vashel. My friend.
You're her. You're the one he's waiting for. It's her. She's here. Red Jenny.
Well, whatever he thought he was doing to stop himself from dying does not seem to have panned out, unfortunately. So, who do we have here? Level 11s. Oh, that's so adorable. What level am I now again? I am level... Am I not reading? Oh, I'm level 16, sorry. Wow, it has been several days since my last session. I think I'll just go ahead and let this happen. Let's witness this. Hello, friends. You guys are gonna be in deep shit. AoE weakening, motherfucker. Yeah, that's right. Stacking up those weaknesses. You guys are totally fucked. Turns out when turns out there's a limit to how much of a powerful party you can try to challenge in this situation. And if you miscalculate, you fucked, brah.
Oh, hold on. I was not aware the Inquisitor was personally involved. This is a tragic misunderstanding. Let's all sheath our swords, you walk out, and we'll conduct this like business.
Don't believe this pissbag. He started it.
Oh no, I don't think you get away with. Oh, I'm missing loot. Hang on a second, minor distraction. So you'll notice that Serah has a bar because I did buy her focus ability, which a number of people have pointed out is supposed to be freakishly overpowered if used in conjunction with Flask of Fire, I believe. But I mostly just have her around because she's required for the party. The quest. Sorry. So this person thinks he can just walk away from this whole situation, like, oh, the Inquisitor, I'll just back right out. I'm not thinking so much, Mr. Noble.
There. That wasn't so hard, was it? We identified the confusion, and we worked past it. I'm Lord Harmond. I do hope, Inquisitor, that you continue to respond to reason. After all, your choice of company is hardly virtuous.
Freaking user, you are. Another noble prick who punches down.
We're the same, you and I. Well, that is overstating it. You are nothing like me, but we both need people.
You want to talk now, but Serah is my ally. You attacked her friends.
Come now. You know how much her meddling cost me? Because apparently you were complicit. Honestly, previous to this very moment, I thought you'd also been tricked by these red jennies. Despite your foreign nature, as Inquisitor, you are a social peer. I attacked them on behalf of us both.
Arse biscuit.
Quite. Inquisitor, Herald, I don't want to be your enemy. I'm barely invested in being hers. If you are willing to recognize an opportunity, we could be exceptional partners.
You were up to something in Vashel, Harmond. What was it?
If you mean bettering my wealth and position, I'm always seeking that.
By getting people hurt?
Lady Shell Morveau and I were jockeying for the land south of Vashel. To claim land, you must populate it. My people encouraged hers to leave. Her people answered in kind, etc. Really, it was all terribly standard displacement until your troops seemed to change the balance. Well played.
Stop talking to him. Really, just stop it.
The servants you killed, they did nothing except talk about what was going on.
You killed my contacts. My friends.
That is entirely true.
Well, that should be that then.
You're the one who empowered them, made their complaints a threat. Perhaps you should have warned them about talking to you.
Tell the snot splash no already. Not saying again.
I'm going to specifically stop talking here because these are both things where I'm like, oh, what can you do to help me? No, I was going to investigate the more mortal elements of this quest, not the parts like, how can you help me and what do you expect in return? No, I'm not interested in working with this guy. And the fact that Serah is clearly drawing a line means I should probably stop talking to him anyway. But yeah, this guy's a piece of shit, and there's limits to my mercy here. I generally let people live and help people out a lot, but this guy's just like really flippant and casual about the fact that he's just getting people killed because he wants to be more powerful. I don't give a fuck.
Now what was the point of that?
Mother puss bucket, friggin' bastard, shitebag, piss face. Eat it, you lop-eared son of an arsenut,
Serah!
piece of...
Serah!
What?
I think you're done. At this point, you're making wine.
Ugh, that makes it worse. Friends, Inquisitor. Better than his lot any day. Hey you, know what? Thanks. Felt good to stomp the smile off that pisshead's face. It doesn't go bad like that often, yeah? But when it does, they deserve it.
This was very nearly a disaster. Never again.
Well, sure, you deal with shite like...
I don't want to hear it. I'm leading too many people to put up with this.
You are bloody lucky you're still on my good side. Because I'd... something.
I need all the help I can get. But consider this a warning.
Well, understood. Hop to and all that. If you need me, I'll be waiting for some barking arse to give me orders. So hard to get. Stupid. For everyone.
Red Jenny attends a party. Operation available. Interesting. Wow. Gotta say, Serah turned on me pretty quickly considering that I, you know, helped her with everything. All I did was give her a stern warning of like, hey, this was kind of a fuck up, you know. You got people killed? Like, I'm just calling her out on her bullshit with the fact that she's just as responsible for what happened. I mean, not just as responsible as the, I won't say that she's just as responsible as the noble that's blatantly murdering people for no good reason, but she is still responsible on some level, and she needs to acknowledge that. But she, despite, you know, and she is like one of my favorite characters in the party right now, and I enjoy having her around. But yeah, she is not mature enough to recognize her own role in things sometimes, and that's her issue to work out. What I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to... Oh, I walked past them apparently. Oh, no, that's Solus and Liliana and everybody. Where... Yeah. There's so many... all these different floors to look at. Down here. There we go. I'm trying to go talk to the trainers, which I guess are off in that distant tower. And we'll figure out what we can do about getting a new specialization for my character. Who is that? Who is... Wait, where... Is this Cullen's room? And he's not in here, I guess? Is he out on a mission right now? I'm not sure. Let's read this note. A letter. Dear Mia, I'm still alive. Your loving brother, Cullen. Oh, it's a letter from Cullen, interestingly. Oh. It's a letter from Mia, and Cullen... Or Maya, and Cullen is being... Cullen's not communicating enough with her properly, apparently, and now she's being flippant about that and being angry. Dear Mia, I'm still alive. Your loving brother, Cullen. Honestly, is it so difficult? We thought you were dead. Again. If the Inquisition was not on everyone's lips, we would never have heard that their fine commander survived Haven. We've been hearing strange things about the Templars lately. I am not sorry you left them. I thought your resignation was implied when you joined the Inquisition, but you meant something more, didn't you? It's a fool's errand asking you to stay safe, but please try. Your loving sister. See how easy that is? Maya. You have anything to say about what's going on here, random person?
Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentecost.
Ew, okay. Is that over here? Varric? No, Varric has a quest apparently. Huh, so somewhere around here is, oh, is that? Nope. What's this over here? What's that question mark? I'm not sure. Somewhere around here, Cullen and Cassandra are meeting. I'll be sure to check in on that in a moment, but I want to finish my current goal of checking in on the trainers, the specialization people over here. So who do we have to meet? Are they going to be like 3 defined characters that each represent one of the 3 specializations I can pick? That'd be interesting. Hello, everybody. We have Lord Chancellor DeLion, Sir, just Sir apparently, no more name than that, and Breaker Throm. Oh, I'm guessing Breaker Throm's if she's going to be called Breaker, is probably the more offensive of these characters, if I were to guess. So let's see if I can piece this together right off the bat. Lord Chancellor DeLion. If I were to guess, this character represents Iron Bull, this character represents Cassandra, and this character seems to clearly represent probably Blackwall, because Cassandra, Iron Bull, and Blackwall are the 3 different warriors with their own different styles, and that's my guess anyway. Let's just go left to right. Usually my approach.
Inquisitor, imagine the frothing of the minstrels dreaming of this meeting. Frantic. I, of course, am Lord Chancellor de Lyon, and I am here to aid your ascension to glory in the hearts of the people. I shall make you a champion.
You can make me a champion? That seems hollow.
Well noted. I can put you through the motions, but this is a way of thinking. Champion is about being a leader while also being known, respected. There are formalities, of course. Procedures, pish and tosh. All superseded as you already lead a nation. Once you set and have your standard, you shall command like you were born to it. And of course you were.
There's always a cost. What's the risk?
Ah, the dark future of all who live by the sword. If you needed a patron, I'd say be certain you choose wisely. Many a head has been lost for the faults of others. But you are your own authority. You already lead, and I dare say your current task has enough risk. So dangers of the future when you retire as favorite of the people? Are you allergic to silks? It's good to be champion.
You mean a literal standard?
Colors. Something for you to raise, or the field, the tavern, the backhouse, wherever you wish. You could cut a square and claim a mere flag. But the Inquisition is no scow alerting bridges. It's a beacon. It's a final step. Symbolic. No drowning in gold to gain its strength or other tosh.
Is it similar to a knight or an Orlesian chevalier?
We share a way of the field, and they can be useful. But those titles carry a certain reputation. Chevaliers are generally pricks in my experience. The people are less inclined to celebrate those backhanders. You want to be their champion.
All right, Lord Chancellor, I'm ready to start.
Of course you are. You already have. Mere formality awaits. There's a process, a few shows of ability to start them talking. But you'll take to it just fine. Remember, it's good to be champion.
Herald, I hear you wish training so you don't embarrass those sworn to you. I'm summoned to offer instruction in the physical aspect of the Templar. I'm Sir.
Sir what?
Sir. Our time is brief, Herald. I trust you are serious.
My general has not given glowing reports of Templar life.
Yet here you are. Do you search for higher meaning behind such doubts? I don't teach that. The Order. Faith is not where Templar abilities come from. Faith is how Templars endure their abilities. I teach how to deny magics. Not fight, not match. Deny. And that lies in lyrium. You will construct a filter. You will suffer its effects, and you will be worthy of inspiration. How you endure will be your own affair.
What is it that I will endure? I know what my general is going through.
Inside you, there is something you don't know you possess. Becoming a Templar will make you keenly aware. You will feel empowered. It is joyous, but once you are accustomed, that something will get hungry. You have never felt this. The Order fights it with brotherhood. I don't know what a Herald has.
I'm not that involved in the faith side of things.
I don't quote the Chant of Light. Know it or don't, it has proven useful to many, but it has failed some too. Whatever you need, keep it dear.
This filter, describe it.
It is a simple box, or an ornate one. It has simple tools or bejeweled. Depends on what you need. You will use it to prepare the daily draft of lyrium that allows the denial of magic. No one else can do this for you. Soon you won't know you're doing it. It will be a part of you.
All right, tell me what the benefits are.
Magic was meant to serve man. This is ensured through the muscle and will of Templars. We deny the mage his magic. We deny the demon its magic. We are the beacon of right on the battlefield. The benefits, Herald, the benefit is control.
Very well, sir. I'm ready to learn.
They all say that. Here. Know that this is merely an introduction. The steps are simple. Kill, learn, construct. If you do not pray, Inquisitor, I recommend starting, if only to drown the filter's call.
Let's look at you. Right, you'll survive it. Maybe.
And you are?
I'm a breaker. My name is Thram, and I was not expecting a messenger from this place. The Inquisitor wants to be a Reaver.
Your title is Breaker. What is that?
It's a name. It serves. You will become a Reaver, or you will break. This is not a road for those who worry about what others think. You want power? Admit it. You've battles to win. If you give a toss about opinion, you can write your own history after you win. Let's not waste time. You've dragons to conquer, infusions to make, and blood to drink.
Dragons are involved?
Dragons are the heart of it. The beating heart. We take of the dragon and become more than a mortal with a sword. We become a conduit to power. But we're not mages. Demons reach through but find no purchase. They're a slave to the blade. Your blade.
What do you mean by blood?
I meant what I said, and it was meant to stop you cold. This way begins and ends with dragon blood. Blood is life. Life is power. It's that simple. Reavers know it. Blood mages know it. All others can debate it in the next world.
What will this allow me to do?
Win. Not just victory, but bloody victory. The withering of your enemies will empower. The more they think they prevail, the more you bleed, the more you triumph. You wish to inspire? Inspire terror.
It seems like there's a lot of risk to this.
There's no risk, there's a promise. If you do this, you will change. There is no retirement from this life. But unlike the Grey Warden or the Templar, you don't wither. You'll die when you fail. Until then, glory.
Right. Tell me how it begins.
Very well. There is instruction. There are steps. At the end, there is choice. I look forward to what you become, Inquisitor.
Alright, so we just gathered a number of different quests related to, here we go, the Way of the Templar, the Way of the Reaver, the Way of the Champion. From what I know, I believe that the Reaver is a melee DPS class. I think that you benefit from being hurt. It's the Iron Bull I know for a fact that it's the Iron Bull specialization, so it's probably not going to be a good mix, because taking damage on purpose for any reason, probably not a great idea for my tank to do, which is what I currently am. So I think I'm going to have to compare and contrast. I'm probably going to have to look this up online just to try to compare them. Because, let's see, from a storytelling perspective, from a purely storytelling perspective, I would want to be the champion. Because the champion is an inspirational leader type guy, and he's all just and virtuous and all this stuff. Whereas Templars, we have a lot of reasons for me to not want to be a Templar from a storytelling perspective. And Reaver just seems like a bad fit. Interestingly, I only need one broken filter, and the riding on Templar mages, like, I actually have like very few. I'm actually almost ready to become a Templar if that is what I choose to do. But there's a good chance I'll try to be a champion though, because it just seems like a better thing for me to do as this character's role and the way that the story's been pointing. The description is: construct a proper standard, study the champion's code, and Lord Chancellor will reveal the secrets of this proud and noble specialization. Fight champions for their heraldic symbols at the Gillilan's Grove, Hallonan Solan, and the desolate bank of the Exalted Plains. Readings can be found among the belongings of followers who share this discipline, or, if unavailable, among the wares of the book merchant in Val Royale. While a warrior can only be truly specialized in one style, learning others can still be of considerable benefit. Learning others can still be of benefit. Oh, interesting. Does that mean... I think that might mean that I can complete all three of these quests for maybe statistical, or maybe a stat upgrade, or maybe an extra skill point or something like that, if I do all of these. But Champion's probably the one I'm going to lead towards. Anyway, though, I'm going to do some research online, maybe even between episodes or something, to figure out, make my decision up for once and for all. But as for this episode goes, I think my next goal is going to be to find Cassandra. Is that this over here? Oh, someone is sitting in judgment. That'll also be something to look into. But I'm gonna look for Cassandra and Colin to trigger our next little cutscene, since apparently Colin and Cassandra are meeting somewhere, and I'm gonna want to go ahead and want to. Oops, Wave the Reaver still selected. Let's shoot Wave the Champion. There we go. Or actually, Inner Circle, Promise Destruction. Cassandra has a reason to believe the Corpheus is blind the secrets of truth. Perseverance. Okay, Perseverance. One of Colin's runners said he is discussing something with Cassandra. See why Colin and Cassandra are meeting. So I'm going to do Perseverance next. I'm going to go find their current location, which is somewhere down here. It says that it's on this floor, but I don't... Okay, let's see. Cassandra? There she is. That's probably where I have to go, is just go to Cassandra on the map. So I'll see you guys when I get there.
You asked for my opinion, and I've given it. Why would you expect it to change?
I expect you to keep your word. It's relentless. I can't...
You give yourself too little credit.
If I'm unable to fulfill what vows I kept, then nothing good has come of this. Would you rather save face than admit... We will speak of this later.
And people say I'm stubborn. This is ridiculous. Cullen told you that he's no longer taking lyrium?
Yes. He trusted your judgment on the matter.
He was not interested in my judgment today. Cullen has asked that I recommend a replacement for him. I refused. It's not necessary. Besides, it would destroy him. He's come so far.
Why didn't he come to me?
We had an agreement long before you joined us. As a Seeker, I could evaluate the dangers.
Cassandra, did you refuse Cullen's request because he's wrong? Or because you want him to be wrong?
Mages have made their suffering known, but Templars never have. They are bound to the Order, mind and soul, with someone always holding their lyrium leash. Cullen has a chance to break that leash, to prove to himself, and anyone who would follow suit, that it's possible. He can do this. I knew that when we met in Kirkwall. Talk to him. Decide if now is the time.
Maker's breath. I didn't hear you enter. Forgive me.
Cullen, if you need to talk...
You don't have... I never meant for this to interfere.
I believe you.
But whatever good it does, promises me nothing if I cannot keep them. Did you know Ferelden's circle was taken over by abominations? I was there. The Templars, my friends, were slaughtered. I was tortured. They tried to break my mind, and I... How can you be the same person after that? Still, I wanted to serve. They sent me to Kirkwall. I trusted my Knight Commander, and for what? Her fear of mages ended in madness. Kirkwall's circle fell. Innocent people died in the streets. Can't you see why I want nothing to do with that life?
Of course I can.
Don't. You should be questioning what I've done. I thought this would be better. That I would regain some control over my life, but these thoughts won't leave me. How many lives depend on our success? I swore myself to this cause. I will not give less to the Inquisition than I did to Chantry. I should be taking it. I should be taking it.
You give enough, Cullen. I'm not asking you for more. The Inquisition can be your chance to start over. If you want it to be.
I don't know if that's possible.
It is.
All right.
That was a very we got 400 influence for talking to Cullen. That's weird. Why not, though? That was a very unfortunate camera angle when I put my hand on his shoulder, because it kind of just didn't show anything at that point, did it? That was a little awkward, but hey, we've pushed him to persevere through his borderline drug addiction that he thinks will give him superpowers, because kind of does in this world, which kind of fucks up the metaphor, but our poor Cullen, I want him to hang in there and pull through and just keep giving his best, because I don't want to break the people around me as we try to save the world, which I realize could be incredibly idealistic and unrealistic. But, you know, since we're in this chamber, let's see if he has anything else to say.
I need a moment. Could we speak another time?
No, he doesn't. He has nothing else to say. Okay, so, I'll be honest, I have no idea how long this episode is because of how weird the editing's gonna be, but I'm gonna go ahead and stop right here for the moment because I need to get an episode up for today. Merry Christmas, everybody! In hindsight, because that's over now. But hey, welcome back to Dragon Age, the post-Christmas edition of Dragon Age. We'll be back to our regular scheduled programming from this point on, hopefully.
It won't
it's weird to splice together an episode over the course of multiple days, but things have been chaotic lately. Thanks for watching, guys.